Hi guys, my name is Joshy Beast. I love Star Wars, and what I don't love is terrible stories. Before I get into this review, I just wanted to let you know that I think there is so much that the Acolyte is doing right in the show. They are expanding on the lore of the Sith in a way that we haven't seen in a long time. We see the aftermath of Qimir, who is a Sith Acolyte who has been rejected by his master. He was used and abused, and now he's left to rot. I so badly wish that they spent more time on this character instead of developing the Terror Twins, Osha and May. Both of them have the most uninteresting plotline. The writers are forcing us to feel something for these two characters, but they're so bland. The acting is so bad. There's not enough entertainment here for people to watch. At this point, I feel like people are hate watching. If you love Star Wars, leave a like and subscribe. I'll be honest, I'm quite critical of this TV show. I don't just take any Star Wars content and fall in love with it. In this case, I feel like Star Wars was given to the wrong people. People that don't love Star Wars. These people love to write stories, but they don't necessarily love the world that they are writing these stories of. Well, buckle up, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Here we go. Episode 6 starts off exactly as you think it would. Leslie Headland takes her own life experiences and applies it to the TV show. In a Harvey Weinstein-like fashion, Qimir abducts Osha and takes her to a foreign planet, all while she's completely unconscious. Nice one, Leslie. Osha was force-pushed into a tree, survived a horrific space crash, yet somehow falling off of a 5-step ledge somehow rendered her unconscious. I don't believe it. It was space roofies. When she wakes up, she wanders outside and we get the subtitles that indicate she is on an unknown planet. Gee, thanks Disney. Or maybe you're trying to hide it because it's somewhere really obvious, like potentially Octu? Kinda looks like Octu. The first thing I noticed when Osha walks out of this secret lair is that the lair is not so secret in that the health and safety department has put really big handrails that you can see when the camera pans all the way out. If this is a secret lair, why is there a landing platform for a spaceship? This doesn't make any sense. Meanwhile, back on the ship, the gerbil named Steve knows that that is not Osha and it's May, and he's quite angry about it. Instead of informing Saul, we get absolutely nothing. What was the point of even having him on the ship? We, the audience, can see that May is on the ship, however, nothing comes of it. He's not the reason that Saul uncovers that it's May. This is so pointless. May whips out a knife and goes to assassinate Master Soul, and yet somehow Master Soul doesn't sense this in any way, shape, or form, yet he's a Jedi Master. Anyway, he's trying to contact the Jedi Council to let Ki-Adi-Mundi know that the Sith have in fact not been extinct for 1,000 years, and have slaughtered his entire crew. Anyway, back in this unknown planet, Qimir, who is within a whispering distance, is obviously trying to lure her somewhere. So Osha decides to follow him. Of course, Leslie Headland, who is Harvey Weinstein's assistant, has Qimir strip down naked and walk into a bath, all while Osha gets to watch. What is going on? Qimir then starts speaking to Osha in a very compassionate manner. The writers are trying to let you know that Qimir is not pure evil, but he's sort of morally ambiguous. He's like that overly aggressive atheist kid at your high school who just wants everyone to know that he's an atheist. Qimir was obviously betrayed by a Sith Lord, hence the stab wounds on his back, and was cast aside, and is now not sure of himself as an outcast of both the Sith and Jedi Order. He's trying to now manipulate Osha. Obviously, this is so he can use her as an apprentice and he can finally fight back at his old master. This whole series seems to be like a Star Wars Parent Trap, where the light side Osha gets to experience this side of the Sith, and May gets to experience the side of the Jedi, both of them coming to their own understanding and experience of what the light side and the dark side of the Force is. This could have been such an incredible story if the actress playing Osha and May didn't have the emotional range of a freaking potato. She makes Hayden Christensen look like a god. One huge problem with Saul's plotline right now is that he's trying to communicate with the Jedi Council about what happened. But for the sole purpose of continuing this stupid plotline, he refuses to use the word Sith, thus forcing the Jedi Council to be confused about what is actually going on. This part doesn't make any sense. May is about to tell the Jedi Council where they are, which is what Saul wanted from the beginning, and doing so would honestly resolve this entire issue. So did Saul know that she's actually May, or did the gerbil thing tell him? We don't really get to find this out. They don't communicate it to us. We just have to take a wild guess. After introducing this character, he winds up doing absolutely nothing. Thank you for wasting our time. Also, Saul had a chance to warn them that there was a danger, that there was a possible Sith Acolyte on the loose killing everyone. As a member of the Jedi Order, why wouldn't he do this? This doesn't make any sense. I guess the writers just wanted to create some melodrama where the Jedi Council thought that Saul is the bad guy and he randomly turned on his own Jedi and murdered them all. Why would they ever think Saul would do this? This is stupid. So of course, when the Jedi go to investigate, all of the bodies are still there. Why wouldn't Saul take the bodies of his dead Jedi back with him? This is psychotic and evil. Imagine your entire squad gets murdered, and instead of taking their bodies back to their families to be buried, you just leave them all out to rot. What a messed up thing to do. Leslie Headland's partner, who is just here to cash a check for them, whips out her light whip. Cool in theory, but looks like absolute dog when it actually comes out. I have lost all faith in Disney. This episode is so garbage. It almost feels like it was written by AI. Nothing makes sense. Qimir confirms that his armor is made of Cortosis, which can deactivate lightsabers but is also force resistant. It's basically a sensory deprivation helmet, so the wearer can be hyper-focused on the force while eliminating environmental stimuli. Basically, he's training blind, only relying on the force, just like Luke Skywalker did in A New Hope. That sounds pretty cool, like you can put the helmet on and then just be completely immersed in the force while you're fighting, and then be unaffected by lightsaber strikes. Why would they introduce this into the show? Now you can have full Sith Lords just decked out in Cortosis that are invincible to sabers. You've just rendered the lightsaber useless. No, Osha, take off that helmet. You're not Darth Vader, you're not cool, nobody likes you. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I don't know how much more of this I can handle. See you in the next one.